Good day, everybody. We're about halfway through the campaign on our cheat game. And I am missing a little bit the building everything from the ground up with only a particular with limited options from the beginning is what I mean. I think in the previous game I basically cheated in most of my leaders like Bisk, Karth, Paul. I got Baldur Golems right off the bat. Let me see. I changed everyone's stats around, so even the Baldur Golems, I got rid of a bunch of their stats, raised their strength a bunch, which made them much more powerful. I added a whole bunch of items to the game so that level ups were different. And certain characters had an insane amount of growth. I think I buffed Bisk at level 1 up to like 120 strength, 100 vitality, just, there was Fogel, it was pretty nuts. So I think this time I need to have some ground rules for what I want to do. And what I think that's going to be is, we can go ahead and start the new game. I think the first rule, of course, is no cheating in any items of any kind. Not using the save game editor to increase or decrease stats, which will be very hard because the alignment's difficult to manage. And I have mixed feelings because while it's not cheating, it is technically breaks the game if you use the item duplication cheat. Meaning if I get a bunch of, like a champion statuette or a sword emblem, I can basically get 255 of those items, and then I will be able to sell them, get the annihilation books, whatever. But since this isn't really a challenge run, part of me is thinking, well, if people haven't played this before and they kind of want to figure out what would be a fun way to play, there's a couple ways to go through the game. One of which is not using any of those exploits. Another one is actually using the exploits. And another one is doing the cheat game like I did before, where you just kind of have fun. So I definitely know we're not going to cheat in any items. I'm not going to do things like lower Pug D and Dio's level. That just kind of, you got to basically almost act as if we have to act as if the game is basically like on a console, so to speak. We can't fiddle around with too much. I'm on the fence about it, but I am leaning towards, as an example, like I cheated in Fogel in my cheat game, and I edited his stats to make him insane. Like by the time he got to level 50, he was going to have, probably max strength or pretty close to it, which of course is unnecessary, but just purely for my enjoyment, if I cheat in any characters, I won't edit their attributes at all. I'll probably end up starting with a knight, so he'll be Arthur, and I won't upgrade him to a paladin. I'll keep him as a knight, but yeah. I would like Dio to have some knights with him, but I don't want to use him until Chapter 3. That's actually another reason why I enjoy the cheat game, is because in the beginning it's not challenging, but it's still fun and playable. And you can use Dio, you can use Magnus, you can use your people and kind of role play whatever happens. So I think I am going to I'm not going to cheat in Fogel. I'm not going to cheat in, obviously, the 3 Dragoons, because I'm not going to be able to turn them into Dragoons anyway. I have to decide whether I want Troy to be the Dragoon, or if I want Aznavour to be the Dragoon. Those are the 2 main picks, honestly. There's really nobody else you can do. None of them regular characters can be changed into it. You know, you got Sheen, you got Vad, you got Bisk, you got Ankiseth. All of them, like Leia, Magnus, Dio. Most of those people can't even have their class changed. Karth can. That's because he's not a unique class, he's just a Black Knight. Technically, Katreda could be a Dragoon, but her stats just don't allow for that. Huh. No cheat game. What should we call ourselves? I'm gonna go with Pugdy. That seems like a good name. Pugdy. Sir Pugdy. Commander Douchebag. There we go. Alright, so I'm probably, simply for the joy of it, I probably will cheat in Karth. But I won't edit his stats. I'll cheat in Bisk, but I won't edit his stats. Same thing with Paul and Gilbert, because we do need, it's fun to have a beast unit, it's fun to have a golem unit. I really, really would like to have the Balder Golems right off the bat, but that does seem like starting to push the boundaries, so... I'll think about it. Alright. What I hold with my sword is a passion. Viger, he's young. It's passion or belief. Let's go with... he's young and stupid. Let's go with passion. Sever with thy sword. We're gonna sever control. It's basically synonymous with oppression. Well, now that I think about it, control is actually something. And there's a lot of, you know, translation errors with this, but control could also mean self-control, so maybe that's a bad thing. Let's think about this a little bit. I will beseech the gods for... Yeah, we're doing might. I'll offer them... They have love, they have truth, they're free. I will offer the gods embrace. Glory to glory. I tend towards the warrior stuff more than anything. Not peace, not strife, serenity, wealth. We're going to fertility. That's just a no-brainer. We shall be rid from this land. Oh, yeah, rural makes sense. That's pretty much what we're going to do. And we're going with the solid earth. Okay. Blessed sword. So we're going to have the whole knight thing. We might have a... Yeah, we're going to have basically the knight and the paladin stuff. We might have a beastmaster. And a witch. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a witch. That's good. And we can watch this little intro thing. It's kind of fun. So right at the beginning, you know, you can start with a doll master. You can get a beast tamer pretty early. So I don't actually feel bad about cheating in a character I can't get, meaning Paul. He's not really that overpowered. Starting off with a sword master, as far as a top tier unit, would be much, much more powerful. And he's never, the golems are never an overpowered unit. They're hard to kill, but unless I really edit them, there's not a, they're never going to just like wipe the floor with everybody. But I will say Bisk would be a little overpowered. Karth would be a little overpowered, but I think what we could potentially do with them is just don't have to use Karth for a while. Don't have to use Bisk for a while. We'd save Bisk for the lowland of Soathan. We could save Karth for, you know, the when you fight the demons in the second act at the end, kind of like we did on this time. And yeah. And as far as Paul and Gilbert, I won't edit their stats at all. I'll just keep them nice and regular. And I won't cheat in any units for them. We'll just use the regular golems for Paul. It kills me, but I guess we'll do that. Gotta be. I think really the only cheats I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cheat in Paul, Karth, Gilbert, and Bisk. And I won't use Bisk and Karth really till halfway through the game. I just kind of want to have them. Let me see what else. Yeah, Gilbert, he's not, I mean, a Beast Tamer and a Beast Master. Beast Master obviously gets better stat growth, but he's not that crazy. He's not going to be like starting off with a, even when I started off with a Paladin, like with Arthur, he was good, but he wasn't, you know, legendary by any means. He's just on par with Dio and Magnus a little bit. But I buffed them a bunch, so I think that's the first rule, not cheating in any items, really. What else? Not using the console to change anybody's stats, to add or change anybody's class. Yeah, I think for the first part of the game, we're just going to go as steady as we can. We're not going to do anything weird. Troy. What do I want to do with him? So yeah, him or Azrael is going to be the Dragoon. So is Troy going to be flanked by two Phalanxes? It's either it's Phalanxes or Paladins versus Aznabel's Black Knights. I don't know. I'm not cheating in any items. I'll probably need to actually have Aznabel be the Dragoon. because if he stays a Black Knight, I'm only really going to find 3 Valiant Mantles, and I can't cheat in the equipment for Karth. Well, technically, I guess he should come with his own equipment, but... Minotaur, Monail, and yeah. Same names every time. I forget how long the beginning takes. How long is it going? 15 minutes, Jesus. Alright. I guess we could skip all this stuff, but it's pretty easy to do that with the button on YouTube. Just slide it forward to where you want to go. I'm gonna open up my door just in case the cat needs to see me. All right. Oh no. I can check and see who we've got. Oh man, I really want to start off with the Horatian, but... Okay, so we really only have 2 leaders out of this. Ginger. We've basically got the build of a Paul. It can be a Paul. Ash. We're gonna need to level up some of our guys because we're gonna need some leaders to go around and do stuff with. I think what I may do actually, I'm gonna get... Pugdy's not gonna lead any soldiers because I don't want him to get level ups. I'm just gonna do... I'm just gonna put out Nash. With a group. Actually, this could be Arthur. Yeah, we're gonna change that so that, this be like an Arthur unit, and that's fine. That should be good. Guinevere and whoever in the back. Guinevere's Earth. There we go. That'll be a good unit. Oh. And then, when we get Dio, we're not going to really be able to use him either. So, Ash is going to be our main unit. I'll have to change the names, but I'll do that a little bit later. Ginger. You're going to end up being Paul, but... Okay, that's the other thing I have to figure out, because I could get unlimited figures of Sleipnir, manuals of warfare and whatnot, but I don't know if that really is wise either. Just in case, we're going to make a unit with her, and we'll see how it goes, because I need to get... This will probably be Pugdy's people, because I'll probably, for Pugdy, let's look at his stats actually. 75, 64, 54. Nah, he's not that good. Alright, so basically when you start the game, you can do any number of things that you want, but I haven't decided that I'm going to keep these guys this way. I do know I would like all these level 3 people to stay the same, and they can be my main strong unit to start. You could do it with Pugdy too if you don't care about the whole level difference, but and just for safety, we're going to add some soldiers. So if you're not doing a cheat game, you basically want to have raise as many soldiers as you can as early as you can, because the lower level they are, the better stats they're going to have later on. So even though, you know, if you get a level 1 fighter or a level 5 fighter, it doesn't really matter, but once you get starting into 6 or 7 and you're getting fighters, if they can't be upgraded, like this guy will, in the next 5 or 6 levels, start to pull away from these guys because he just gets more stats per level. So what I could do, the only reason I'm doing this is because I'd like to get this guy up to, I'd like to get these people up because I'm going to have to use characters that are not, I might be getting a Berserker, but I'm going to be basically needing to use characters that are not my main characters to level things up, because I don't want Pugdy to get levels. I want to save him. I don't want Dio to get levels. I don't want Leia to get levels. I don't want my main core of people to get levels. I do want to get enough fighters up and get them ready to basically go into Aznabul's unit, because when I get him, I'm going to use him very heavily just to drive his alignment down. So that's one of the things that you kind of want to think about, what units you want to make and have them ready for you. So for Aznabul, I'm going to have 2 Berserkers and 2 Wizards. So, yeah. And that right there is my cheat game. So we're going to save on this one. And I saved in the bottom 3 in the save state up there, so I can always return to it. But let's go check out the Tenny Plains. Sassy, sassy man. Okay. So in my cheat game, I just assumed this was like a beast handling mission, and that's where we got Paul and Gilbert. Gilbert was there surreptitiously, preparing the way for the revolution, and he joined us to spy on us, and Paul is just, you know, doing his thing. But we're not going to have them right at the beginning. We're going to go through the map as if we don't have anybody. And we're going to skip that introduction. No, we are not going to fight Dio. But... All right. Now, I do have a blessed sword, which will help with the battles. I just need to see what extra units I got in addition. Alright, let's do game speed fast, message speed fast, cursor speed slower. Alright, what do we got? So there's Dio. There's our boy. Oh, good. So this is going to be... Yeah, this is going to be our Gilbert unit. So I'm not going to change any of his stats. We'll just put him in with that. And again, like, whether yours is Gilbert or not, it's not going to make a big difference. Probably turn one of these guys into Karth. There we go. Karth. Disc. I don't want to change this. Well, do I want to change this guy into... things settled first. So I'm not going to screw with him. He's going to be Gilbert. This guy would be a very good Karth or Bisk. Should probably not worry about that though. So we got Karth, Bisk. We got rid of the Dio stuff real quick. Okay. So Oscar, we need him to be our main soldier maker this first go around. There we go. I'll have to edit that later. And we're going to basically want to have a bunch of spare soldiers to help level up. And I would use this guy to get extra soldiers as well, but I'm going to save him at level 3 because we're going to get we're going to get a puppy at some point, and that's going to be a very strong unit at the start. I think when I did my initial game, I said Hellhorns weren't that great. Services were obviously better, but to start the game, these guys are actually pretty damn good. So, yeah, we're going to get our... And they attack 3 times. They got great stats. They fall off as the game goes on, but early on, they're pretty damn good. So, and they attack 3 times, so basically 2 of these guys are worth an entire front row of fighters or knights, basically anything you're going to be coming up against. And they have better stats for dodging, so... Yeah. So, what am I going to do? I want to get Dio up. No, I don't want to get Dio up. So Dio actually is weaker than you, which really just blows my mind. 67, 59. 67, 59. So Pugdy's actually much stronger. He's up by about 8, 5 vitality, and 100 life to his 84. Oh, Pugdy. 59 dexterity. Yeah, he just crushes Dio in most things, so... But to prepare, this is going to be our kill anything unit. And they're just going to stick together. I'll edit their names at some point. Ginger, I don't know if I'm going to use her that much this time. I really just want to focus on using Oscar as much as possible and then trading out, the fighters for the soldiers with the other units. So, yeah. So our goal is just to get as many fights with Oscar as possible. Whether he wins or loses, he gets experience. And that's what we want. Nash will go out there too. I'm going to change his name to Arthur. And Ginger, we're probably not going to use her. Dio, we're just getting him out because we want to use him as a soldier backup supply for Oscar. And there's not really any weird strategies or strats for this first map. You're not going to be getting rushed or anything. You just want to explore, get little items here and there. Part of my OCD is I love the symmetry. I don't want to really use Nash for this Oscar guy because he's going to be stronger than everyone else, so he'll off-balance whatever unit he's put in. So that's okay. If we get a few fighters and upgrade some people, maybe I'll have him be Bisk or Karth. I'll probably have him be Bisk. Gets a level or two, turn him into Bisk and put him aside. This isn't exactly a no-cheat game, but most of the units we're going to basically do it in such a way as if we're playing for, as if we don't have any, don't have the opportunity to cheat. Okay. We should be able to kill the leader. Yeah, 21. There we go. We got one hit from our main guy. Should do it. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna put Dio down there to switch over the soldier stuff. And the reason is because you get a certain amount of experience for every soldier in your unit, and since he lost 2 soldiers, he's going to be getting less experience. Heal a bit. Whether Oscar actually wins or not, he still gets the same experience for his little soldier guys. So there's only going to be 2 attacks from these people, 2 from the birds. So as long as we get enough damage in, we're not going to have to retreat. Good. And see, the battles are so slow early because neither side does a lot of damage. You can just milk this where we're going to get plenty of battles in and get 1 or 2 soldiers this time to start building our army. And this is kind of how the game goes. I don't know if you remember from the cheat game whether this was hard or not, but it's pretty easy. Yeah, we're just gonna keep getting that experience. What I really want to do is heal up my soldiers so I don't lose too many. And I'm going to send out Nash. Because I do want him to get a little bit up there in power. Might actually wipe him out. Depending on how much damage he does. Yeah, you got it. Okay. So you basically start with an endgame sword, with the blessed sword, depending on how you answer all your stuff. Oscar, you're probably healed up enough. You got a little bit. 1 or 2 more battles should do it. You don't have any units hiding and trying to snipe your base, so we're not going to be too worried. here. And after 1 or 2 battles, we'll probably get a soldier, so we'll send him back to Dio. And you could kind of do this indefinitely. So like this unit that we're fighting, if they just keep going back to their little base thing, we can do this until we have like 100 soldiers. And we could just play this map for, you know, months until we have 50 people ready to go. I mean, we probably don't want to do that, but we could. There we go. And now we can send them back. And then we'll switch some stuff with Dio, and then we'll have Dio go back to base. Actually, while we're waiting, Pug D can go up there and be a new soldier battery. And then this is just, again, like if you just want to blast through all the missions, that's fine, but that's not really how battles are supposed to work. We're building up our army for the future. And I wouldn't recommend raising a lot of female soldiers, Amazons, because when Leia joins, she's going to bring you a lot, and most of your army is going to be composed of men, knights and whatnot in the front. Wizards, you're going to have a few people to shoot from the back, like Diana's archers, and you do want healers, but it's just... it's just not terribly important early on. Now, obviously, with the whole switching thing, I couldn't just... you can't do it forever. Because eventually your people are going to get a little bit of level ups here and there. There we go. That's what we want. I don't have to do too much with her. But if you're sending one unit back and forth, supplying new soldiers, and dropping off fighters and whatnot, you can do this really easily for quite a while. If I want to be smart, what I'll do is I'll just keep switching that soldier so that he never loses... Basically, to keep this guy from losing a soldier, just move him to the back and wait for her to come again, and we'll just keep switching. And by the third battle, she's going to run back to the base anyway. And then we'll go back and heal, and so we dance. Yep. One more switch. Nope. Might be ready. Oh, nope, never mind. How big was this soldier guy? Level 3. Okay. Not too bad. if you do want to save your main characters for better level ups later on, the thing you're going to have difficulty with in the beginning is having good leaders. We're not going to chase him, we're just going to hang out up here for her to come back. I'll get this a few times. I think Ginger is going to be Paul, and I think Oscar will be Bisk. But I do think we need oh, damn. That's fine. Win or lose. Still good experience. When I think about it, this could still be the one that... could still be the one that trains the soldiers, but... Damn. Well, I guess we're going to Nash. So he's probably going to wipe these people out, and that's fine. So there's no rush as far as... Ooh, actually, if he misses... Yeah, she's just... Oh, damn. Well, I thought she was going to go back, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to be a little bit careful here because if we corner the bird, and we don't kill it, then we might actually end up getting some accidental experience for the fighter that we raise. There we go, that should be fine. Alright, no fighter that time. It's very important to do this early because if you don't have enough fighters and army supply or army to kind of use early, then you're forced to use whatever units you have, and then their level goes up pretty fast, and it's better to get fighters that are lower level. So it's a little tedious, but if you're trying to do what we're trying to do, then it's the right thing to do. Who's in this group? Those two guys. Okay. So we're actually going to send Nash down here. Because we don't want this guy to run towards our boss person. We want him to kind of run more towards that way. Okay. So we'll be able to block this off. She is searching for stuff. That's good, that's good. Alright. I think one more battle should net us another fighter. So let's hope we're right. It's actually kind of a good thing in the beginning. Like even if you lose the battle, the goal isn't even necessarily to win and kill everybody immediately. It's you want the experience. That is what we want. Good. Girl. Nah, we'll go for him. I want to make sure that we actually get the fighter, then we can return and actually corner him and wipe a few out. There we go. I think you have a limit of 100 people for your army. I might be mistaken, but I might also not be mistaken. Actually, what am I doing? Dio. And don't worry too much about the liberation stuff early on. What you really want to be doing is getting the fighters. And if you play the game correctly and make the right choices, your alignment is going to go up so high that it's going to be very hard to get Sheen. So, yeah, it's taken a moment, and I apologize for that, but who knows, maybe we'll get some birthdays this time. Switching. But let's see. Unless all my guys miss, we shouldn't have to worry about our leader dying. Good boy, Oscar. As you can see, this is not terribly challenging. Whether this is a guy I started with or not. Well, look at his stats, actually. 71 and 61 at level 3. And I like to go with strength and vitality because they're just too good. He actually has better stats than Dio, and he's a level lower. And when he gets a level up, he's going to even be even better. So this is kind of what why I'm in a vanilla game. Dio is actually better than Magnus. Or sorry, Magnus is better than Dio. I guess that just Dio can be upgraded to a warrior sooner, and then he becomes more useful as far as doing 3 attacks, but yeah, I guess Pugdy's just got better stats, actually, not by far, but he's got a lot more HP. You know what, I'm actually going to do the same thing that his father did. We're going to put him in a unit with some phalanxes and some Amazons. Oh, never mind. He's just healing. D will be the paladin unit. Pugby will have his cataphracts just like his daddy. One thing I will do, I may not cheat in, but if I find a champion statuette, I may, oh shit. I may do the item duplication just to show everybody, and the reason I'll do that is because my main frustration with not wanting to use my Beastmaster is because I just don't want his level or his experience to be different than the dog. When I find the other dog, I would want them to both go up at the same level. That's very important to me. There's a fun thing you can do when you need to replenish soldiers. You go here, and then you replace soldiers, and this guy down here only had 2, now he has a full 3, so that's good. You can find young dragons on this map, but I personally think it's probably better to wait to find something like the white dragon or the thunder dragon or the black dragon, depending on which ones you want, because it can be very hard to fiddle with their alignment. All right. Always takes a while, doesn't it? I'm playing for an hour. All I really needed to do is... This could have been beaten a long time ago, but again, like... It depends on what you want to do, but... if we're looking at our army, most of our units are going to look like this. We're going to have knights in the front that become paladins, an archer and a healer in the back, and that is our bread and butter. 3 paladins with a Diana in the back, you will wipe out every unit. Whether you have Leia in the back, it's just Leia and a healer instead of an archer, and then three knights, Dio with knights in the front, and then an archer or a healer in the back. It's just you basically fighters in the front, and then either archers, mages, or healers in the back. It's really simple. Everything else is just flavor. You don't really need anything else, but as long as we're playing, we might as well play. Who's this? That was gonna be Paul. switch that one guy on the right, just so I don't lose the soldiers. Yeah, put him behind. Nah, we're gonna lose it anyway because the puppy's gonna be in the front. Oof. Yeah. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. We should be able to do a few more battles without getting the fighter to upgrade. Send her down to explore the mountains as well. That's where we get our golems. There. There we go. Last one, and then it's time for the boss. Ugh. Ah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, you really are hurting for leaders early on. Hard leather, that's good. So I think I got 3 or 4 fighters, I'm not sure. I don't really need to use this guy more. Although, you know what, he's level 3. Yeah, part of me really wants to turn him into Bisque. I don't get a level up like that, but... I mean, Bisque is basically a berserker. And then at night, he's more like a paladin. But using a Balder sword, he's not going to be that strong, and his stats aren't going to be boosted, so I don't really think that's more about flavor than ease, and I'm not adding another leader, so... But then again, I kind of need this guy for a while, because I need to get more fighters. Although next time we battle, I'll probably use Ginger a lot more. Wait, no, she was supposed to be Paul. Yeah. Basically, I want to use her and him. Well, I want to use her to upgrade stuff to the point where I can just plop them with Bugdy or Dio. Probably Dio. And then do the same thing with the other one that I don't do. So I don't really need to do that. I just don't have enough knights or people to run units back and forth, so I'll probably do that with Pugdy and Dio for a while. what? I think I might let him finish it off. I think he's earned it. Let's get him a level up. One more hit and you got it. Okay. Ba-da-dun-dun, da-da-da-da. No, not the prince. Oh my god. The sadness is overwhelming. The first few missions, though, honestly, there's not much of a threat. Then there's not much of a threat most of the game, although if you're kind of dumb, it gets pretty hard later. You really just want to build up a nice force of knights, and then maybe a few cataphracts for flavor. But for the long road, fencers are better, but early on they're pretty weak. So they do more damage, but they also take more damage, and unfortunately, since everything is so weak early on, if you're going up against a unit and they focus one of your fencers down, you know, that's kind of a rough situation. It's really hard in the beginning to lose a unit if you're watching carefully. But you have to take a certain amount of damage before you can run away. Because there's a little bar that goes up. So, yeah. Dio, calm yourself. And if the game was harder in my mod, I think what I would do is every time somebody got a class level up, like when Pugby becomes a Vanguard or then he becomes a General, they get stats relative to that thing. Like if he becomes a General, then his intelligence and mentality go up. When he becomes a Vanguard, maybe his strength and vitality go up. You know, Dio, when he becomes a Warrior, Dio should have 3 classes, I think. The third one should be kind of like a Paladin stats, but maybe with extra strength. Where are you at? 3. Okay, so you guys need to... We'll just sit on these guys because our goal is we want to keep them a little bit lower so that down the road we can actually bump up their alignment, but not too much because Guinevere's going to need to become a Diana. It's going to be hard for her. Okay. So there's Gilbert. Yeah, instead of Oscar, we'll... 76, 66. Dio, you piece of shit. I shouldn't have never rated you that high. What's wrong with me? I got confused. Jesus, he's better than Pugby now. But he's better because he's basically leveled up from level 1 as a Berserker. So his strength, vitality, and his health are all pretty damn high. Okay. So... get rid of you. I'm going to add you as Bisque later. So I started out with this guy instead of the Beast Tamer. I have to have Gilbert, or else I just can't handle it. And yeah, he's gonna be Bisque, and she will be Paul eventually. But I probably got to change her into Paul anyway. Damn. Yeah, I'm not going to swing that. Because Bisque needs to be... What's wrong? Why can't I change her into Paul? Yeah, just have her be Paul. Oh, that's right, because I need to get the golems. I think I find them at level 2, but I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. I'll find out later. It's been a long video, so we're going to save. We'll play later, guys. I'll investigate the neutral monster hunting on my own, unless people want to watch, 20 minutes of walking back and forth on the mountains trying to get a golem. But, yeah. Until then, we will play later, boys.